A lot of people assume that you're kind of a player. And it's funny because I don't get that vibe from you at all. But people think that you are a player. You kind of like come off with that energy. I just feel like people think that you are a heartbreaker, is kind of what I hear. And I feel like you'd agree with that. I feel like you have definitely caused a lot of ego deaths within people. When people approach you, it's like you have a very different energy than what people assume you will have. And that could be because of how you dress or how you present. Like you have this very strong, like sensual magnetism about you. And so people might assume that you are a type of way when you aren't. And it's so funny. I'm looking at this tower energy where you're like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, this little mischievous grin, like, I caused that heartbreak. I caused that ego death. Like, I feel like you almost get off on like humbling people a little bit when it comes to like romance, but you have this very like different vibe than what people assume of you. Like, you're totally happy on a Friday night, chilling at home with your book and a glass of wine kind of vibe. Like, you are so fine with that. But people may assume that you, like, are talking to multiple people, are going out, have lots of dates, have lots of options, when in reality, like, you are at home with, like, your cat or your dog or, like, just doing your own thing. Honestly, you do not give your energy or your love freely at all. You have very high standards, which, as you should. And I just kind of feel like it's funny because people will approach you and think that they will have a chance, and you're like, Like, I do feel like people feel judged by you a lot. Like, once they get to know you, they do feel judged, or they feel like you're much different than they thought that you would be. And so they just, yeah, tend to feel judged. You don't give energy freely. And I feel like you can be a little bit like cold or detached if someone does try to approach you. You might even sort of be that way when someone tries to approach you romantically. Like, you could come off like a little bit cold, maybe a little bit bitchy, like just a little bit closed off. And I feel like that's part of what makes you attractive, is because you're like hard to get, but it's also like you just kind of having this defense mechanism. When at the core, I do feel like you are very romantic and you like having options. You know, you do. You like the fact that people seek you out. You know, does it mean that you want to be with them? No. But it's nice to know you have options. It's nice to know that you're wanted. It's nice to know that people think about you often and see you as this heartbreaker. I feel like you are looking ultimately for the one, you know, you're looking for the person to kind of just have your life with. I feel like you crave the energy of family, whether you want to have kids or you don't. Like, you crave this sort of found family, whether that's with your partner's friends or their own family. You know, you might feel a little bit lost in your own family dynamic. That doesn't have to be true for everyone, but I just feel like you like the idea that you have people that want your attention. You know that you are a prize. You know that you're a prize. You know you're a prize to be won. But you don't give that energy away freely. It's like, yes, thank you. Thank you, my lovely fans and suitors. But also, fuck off. We don't want to forget about this energy. But also, fuck off. I will humble you so fast. But I love this. I love this. You're so cute.